What's up, everybody? How's it going? It's Andrew doing a late night live. I found myself being quite unproductive towards the end of the night tonight. Had a pretty productive day. Went and shot a video over by Warner Brothers just to have it on my live. I got my workout in. I finished a book. But I had a lot of plans for my night here, and I just talked to my girlfriend as well, and we talked some good business strategy stuff after her night at work. But yeah, other than that, I found myself trying to do everything and anything that wasn't what I planned. And I don't know if it's just me. I know it's not just me that does this, but why is it that we do this? Why do we try and focus on something else or try and distract ourselves with other things when we know we have stuff that we should be getting done. Luckily for me now, doing a video is actually going to help me focus. I got my computer right here, and I'm going to just be doing some things that I needed to do. I found myself browsing the internet. I found myself looking at stuff online. Like, there's a couple things I need, but it's like, okay, I need them. Buy them. Boom, that's it. But I've looked at them about 1,000 times. I have not pulled the trigger to buy them, and then I found myself looking at other stuff and searching Instagram and doing all those things, and I'm like, why? Why do we do this? I even wear, on my neck here, I even wear a my intent thing that says, I know you can't see it, it says focus. And I'm like, why do I lack it? Why do I lack focus at night? Usually I'm at work this late at night. So my brain is definitely wired to be awake at this hour, but like when I don't focus and don't schedule myself correctly, that's what happens. You start to zone out. You start to go and do things like scroll Instagram. You go and watch football for a minute. I mean, I cooked myself some healthy food, but then I caught myself watching a quarter of a football game that I had no interest in. No interest in any of the teams, but it happens. So what I'm saying is I need to get focused, and putting myself on a live video to get focused, I guess that's what I have to do. So what I wanted to do tonight was finish a couple of chapters, segments, sections of my book that I'm writing. And I did a live today from over at Warner Brothers, and I just was asking the question, if you're an actor who wants to be in LA, or who is in LA, or you're in Atlanta, you're in New York, you're in New Orleans, you're in China, you're in England, wherever you're at the beginning of your journey, or wherever you're at on your journey right now, what is it that you need to know, or that you want to know, or that you would have liked to know earlier that would have gotten you further on your journey quicker? That's a lot of what my book's about. I started writing it, I don't know, about 8 months ago, maybe a year, I don't even know. Within the last year, I started writing it, and I have some solid work done on it, and I've just been going back off my experiences. I've been, using in the archives of my brain, and my 6-year anniversary is coming up in LA in 4 days, and I was just trying to think of what those 6 years I've learned and what I could have done way better and what I could have done quicker and faster had I known, had I been more productive, had I been more consistent, So, hey guys, thanks for watching. So it's like, what, even in life, like even if you guys have anything in life, like what questions, what things, what theories, what, strategies would you have liked to know before now, or what would you have liked to know, like before you started college, or before you started high school, or before you started your life, your new job? Or if you're in this position like I'm in, that I'm about to quit my job, I have 7 more shifts to go at a restaurant, and then I'm done. But then I go into this scary, no consistent job, but I go into really pursuing my passions and my dreams. So, what are the things that you would like to know? Oh, what's up, St. John? What are the things that you would have liked to know, or would like to know now, that would help you get further along in your life to where you're at, So that's the questions that I keep asking myself with my acting career when I'm writing this book. Now that I'm opening it back up, I have, 20, 30 sections, chapters, segments, whatever, written already. And yo, what's up? And I'm just trying to figure out like what people want to hear and what people want to know. I know what I would have liked to know, as an actor. Hey, Marcus, maybe you could put some input on here. I'm talking about what you would like to know, or what you would have liked to know as an actor in Hollywood or Atlanta or North Carolina or whatever. What are some things that would have helped you move faster? What are some topics that you could know more about, or what are some topics that you need to know about, or what are some topics that you could have known about 6, 8, 10 years ago that would have helped you move faster in your acting career? Looking at it right now, I have my outline. I have my working title, which is crazy. What's up, Nelson? And so yeah, I have about, I don't know if I do the space and a half and not single spaced, I have about 50 pages written, and it might not be the longest book when I come out with it, but just to have the book written and done and to become an author, and then after becoming the author, becoming the published author, it's going to be huge for, opening doors for things that I want to do. And, it's always about putting the work in and documenting. And a lot of people don't document their journey, so people think that they're like overnight successes, but that's what I've been trying to do more and more of lately with my video series, my motivational videos, all this stuff. I've just been trying to document the journey, as now I've been on this journey for 6 years, but 6 years in the grand scheme of things is not a lot of time. And, I've been here 6 years where I could have been documenting, but I can't, get on myself for saying, oh, I didn't do it. I guess it didn't happen. No, it happened. So now my form of redocumenting or, archiving or whatever you want to call it, I'm going to write this book about acting experiences that I've had. So just trying to figure out more and more chapters. Oh, Georgie, tell Georgie I said hello. And just more and more chapters that I'm trying to figure out. Like I have about, like 20 or 30 done, and I have about 10, maybe 15 more that I'm thinking of writing. But I don't know, just stuff regarding work, regarding acting, regarding having fun, regarding, focusing. I could write a whole book on focusing and not know how to do it, But I know the strategies and the tips. I just sometimes cannot implement it myself. But so just trying to figure out what some other people's input is, and I'll repost this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Instagram, I'll have it on my story for the next 24 hours. I'll put it on YouTube, all that. And it's just, a good thing to get out there and a good thing to ask questions about. And not even if it's acting career related. I'd like to just know, like, people's ideas of success and people's ideas of, like, what the journey entailed and what are some things that would have helped you out on your journey to where you're at now. And a lot of us, I know a lot of the people that I'm in contact with, a lot of you guys on here in your 20s and 30s and 40s, and so we still have a lot of time to move on our journey, a lot of time to figure things out. But it would be nice if we could figure it out faster, and that's what I'm trying to do for another generation of actors, and even for the ones that are in my time right now, and even for the one and even for the ones coming up. So my buddy from high school here, Daniel St. John, says something interesting could maybe be like what keeps you motivated in this career. Definitely, I definitely have a lot to talk about in that, because motivation-wise, it's tough to keep yourself motivated when you're seeing people that, like the other day, I ran into a buddy at the bowling alley. I actually just posted about him on Instagram, my buddy Ricky, and we both started at basically square one in LA. We both started doing background acting, and I might go back and do a little bit more of it now that I'm not going to have a job here, but it just goes to show, like, you can compare yourself to other people, or you can go and know that your path is different than everybody's, and everybody's path is different, and knowing that the things that you are doing is shaping to what you're to become. But so what I was getting at is he did background with me 5 years ago. We were both in the same spot, and now 5 years later, he's booked every commercial you can think of, Nike, Subway, I can't even remember some of the other ones, just crazy stuff. He was in Central Intelligence with The Rock and Kevin Hart. He was just on 4 major TV shows. He's going to be on one of the Marvel TV shows coming up. And I ran into him, and, he's a great guy. He's a funny guy. He's definitely got talent. He definitely has motivation. He definitely has focus, and he definitely has been consistent in pursuing his thing. And so, I thought I was going to be exactly where he's at, and I'm not. And so you can compare that. And I definitely got in my head a little about that. I'm like, man, it's like he's a great dude. And it's like, why can't I be where he's at? But you just can't compare yourself to that kind of stuff. So that could be something that I could talk about for sure of like keeping yourself motivated in a way that you wouldn't get yourself down about it either, because like that could totally get me down. But what I think about is, what motivates me is, maybe it's, for me, my family motivates me, my passion to not be a quitter on a lot of things. I feel like I've quit a lot of things in my life, and this has been a big passion for me, and it's not something that I want to quit. Like, I quit football when I was in high school. I quit basketball when I was in high school. St. John, it's like I had potential to play sports, but like I just didn't like it and didn't do it. And I think what will motivate you the most with a lot of things that you do is actually doing something that you love. Like for football, I had talent in football. I wasn't the greatest player. I could have been good if I practiced and cared. I wasn't the greatest basketball player, but I could have been better if I practiced and cared. But like, I think what keeps me going at the acting stuff is I actually love to do it. Every time I get on set, every time I'm around people in the industry, every time I'm doing something industry related, even just doing a live video, this is entertainment in some facet or form. This is the new wave of it, actually. Everything's on a phone screen. But, every time I'm doing that, every time I am talking or filming a video or doing an audition, I just realize how much I love it and I care and how much work I put into it. And so I think that's something that really will keep you motivated, is how much do you really love what you're doing. Because I know with this restaurant job I was working at, I'm just over it, and so I'm not motivated to even go, but I'm going to go. I'm going to honor my 2 weeks, and I'm going to finish off these next 7 days in a row, and that's that. But you know in your heart, and if you don't, take a deep look, figure out, write some things down, write 10, 20 things that you love to do, and see how you can make it into a career. But other things that keep me motivated, I think, and this is all good stuff that I'm going to rewatch and re-record and rewrite. So, St. John, I really appreciate the question. Other things that keep me motivated, are, like for me, in my heart and mind, I know when it's time to give up on things. I know when it's time to quit, just like this restaurant, just like football, basketball, all that. And so there's just, if it's something for you, if it's your passion, your motivation, your mission in life to do this career choice, then you'll figure out a way. But yeah, that's a great question, man. I really appreciate that. But yeah, so I'll have to repost this and see what else other people are thinking, just to get questions out there, just to get the conversation going. Because I know having a book written about it, I want to have good material in it. I want to have as best material as I can come up with within the time that I want to write it, but I also want to get the book out, and I want to have it done. I want to have it published, and I want to get it out there so that I can be an author and open up more doors, and then be an author and create my course and keep on booking acting work and getting on more auditions. Just the more you have, the more you're out there, the more you're documenting your career, the more you're doing for the entertainment stuff or for any industry you're in, the more doors that are going to open. It's just, you have to put the work in. And that's been, I think, the hardest part for me, is just being consistent on that. And I think I've been way better in this last year, and now that I turned 25 and realized I'm not the young guy in Hollywood anymore. I'm still young, and I still can play all the young roles, but there's kids coming in 17, 18, 19, just like I did 6 years ago, and they're doing all the stuff that I'm doing now, but they're doing it at 17, 18, 19, so that's what you have to know. It's like, man, you really got to get on it. You really got to stay up to date. Really got to stay in the game, and really just got to keep working and put the action and, put your focus, turn it into action, and just be consistent and keep on working. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not, I'm trying to like hole myself in my room. I'm not trying to like be like antisocial anymore. That's why I try to do these videos. So it's like I still feel like I'm connecting with the world, but I'm also trying not to just go and do a lot of frivolous things right now, and I feel like that's one of the big things that we could do in our 20s, is really just like buckle down and work and find out what we really want to do and find out what we really love, and just make it happen and make your passion turn into a reality. Exactly, man. Yeah, I only need, especially for this industry, like the entertainment stuff, you can get seen off of a video just like this, and someone's like, hey, I want you to come speak at my actor seminar, or I want you to come and audition for my play or my TV show or my web series. And you never know, like I could audition for someone's web series from a live video that I did, because they were like, hey, I like your look and I like what you talk about, and you seem like a friendly dude, and then you crush your audition, book that web series. Who knows, that web series could turn into a film festival web series that wins something, and then it turns into a feature film, and then boom, you're in a feature film. So yeah, man, it is true. You really only do need one shot, but it's like that luck, the opportunity, preparation meets opportunity kind of thing. So for me, doing these videos keeps me prepared, keeps me on my toes, keeps me motivated. It keeps me wanting to do more and more with this entertainment stuff and with this new social media power that is out there. You know, you can create yourself in this entertainment industry. You don't have to wait any longer for people to, find you or turn you into something that you don't even want to be, So for me, I'm just going to try and continue to make videos, write my book, keep starting my business. I'm going to start doing an interview series. I keep saying this, but I haven't interviewed one person yet, so I'm not a pro at interviewing yet, but I know I'm going to do it. I have my list of people that I want to interview. I have my sound stuff coming in the mail, and I have my editing software, and that's what's going to get me moving on it, because I've really been wanting to make my videos more visually appealing. That was one of my goals for the year. I got a gimbal, which is pretty sweet. I feel like St. John, I feel like you would know about the gimbals with like GoPros and gimbals and stuff like that for like the action sports, like the smooth tracking of videos and stuff. So with the gimbal and the new editing software and a better sound equipment, I'm definitely going to get moving on the interview series as well. But just to have a bunch of avenues going is always a good thing for like any business, not just entertainment. For me, it's like the interviews and the acting and the auditioning, but also writing and doing all that. But for any other business, for sports, there's so many other avenues you can do other than just being a professional athlete. You can go be a commentator, you can go be a coach, you can go be in scouting, you can go and be in the conditioning, the nutrition department. There's so many ways to be involved in any industry, and so it's good to not pigeonhole yourself. And that's what I've been trying to focus on this industry, while not pigeonholing myself. Wow, that just went super country. While not pigeonholing myself, but also focusing on like 2, 3, maybe 4 things that I can like zone in to have enough streams and enough width of like perspective of things that I want to get out there, but at the same time just having different avenues running, because you never know which one is going to hit for you. So. But guys, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to go and actually get back to writing this. I'm going to write at least one section, and then, I'm going to get to sleep. So I'm going to repost this, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of that. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, we'll be back in touch. I'll be back on this live. Any questions, comments, anything, if you ever need to talk, anything, just DM me, call me, reach out to me, whatever. But yeah, guys, let's get after it. Make it a great week. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right.